We go back to the beginning, to where the world we know started. H2O, or the molecule of life, the deeply sought treasure, the compass for humankind to navigate the universe. From east to west, from north to south, it is water that sustains us and keeps us alive. A deep glance at a mirror of life, H2O, a natural creation, oblivious to zip codes, naive to skin tones. We're all the same, Stephen said, looking into a stranger's eyes to see his own reflection. The darkness of his skin, a testament to his father, his mother's eyes, a roadway between Korea and 71st and South Indiana Ave. Where two pathways meet, others just see one corner. We're all a mix, we're all the same, 98% made up of water. When the same is an unfamiliar concept in a city built on segregation, a few miles are all it takes to see the truth hidden in plain sight. One river, two realities. Rivers naturally flow in one direction, towards larger water bodies. I wonder if justice too flows in only one direction, or if it only makes its way towards those with larger pockets. The Chicago River, a human-made exception, a great engineering invention, but what a human rights violation. When it's easier to toss the unwanted far from near sight than find the true solution, we get closer to a place where there is no way out. Some already carry the burden, heavy on their shoulders, while others still choose to turn a blind eye. Dark becomes the water, and pollution makes its way all the way down to a dead zone, a section of the sea in the Gulf of Mexico with no marine life, evidence of the dysfunction of the windy city's governing hands. A place where clouds turn into storms, but raindrops don't reach those whose piling bills have shot their hopes and dreams. No drops falling off the faucet, just a price tag on a human right, 10 times higher than the one held by the white hand. Water shut-offs, deficient infrastructure. It goes up, and it seems to never stop. And the city shuts up, because when it comes to accountability, it is only the residents who owe. A calming sound, beauty for our eyes, that extends beyond what our hands can grasp. 21% of the world's freshwater supply. The Great Lakes are not too far. To quench our thirst on a summer day, to instill our skin with the glow of life. To grow the food that nurtures, to feed the soil that grounds us. Water is the invisible thread, keeping the world alive. And when we realize how small of a place we have, a wave in the ocean, a cloud in the sky, we begin to understand water is not property, it's a right to life. A perfect formula, a virtuous cycle, from liquid to steam to ice. Water is like a flame that doesn't cease to burn, and powers the natural ecosystems that keep us well. Every drop is to rain what a cell is to the body. a little unit of life itself, a small piece of something big. Oh, how beautiful it is, because for rain to exist, every raindrop must collide at the same space and time. So let us remember, as we show up and fight for what's right, that the sum of all is better than one, and every raindrop matters if we're all to be one. Let us remember the mystery of life on this blue planet, navigating in a universe of stars. Every drop is a time capsule. It's a bridge to the past, a glimpse into the future, an illusion of infinite abundance inside of a world full of life. The most perfect chameleon, from cloud to rain, from rain to snowflakes, water follows its own rhythm and directs the orchestra of life. If the loop stops, it calls for drought, doom and war. And when care and consciousness play their part, collective power gets a chance to shine. In the spirit of change, thousands of people join, imagine and act. It's not a dream that inspires them, but it's a me too enact, a universal protection, water as a human right. Because sometimes it's laws and ordinances that make things right, but make no mistake, as it's not the words on paper that turn right into possible, equitable into attainable, or a vision into reality. It's the heart, souls, voices, and minds of organizers and allies who propose real change, who reclaim their power, who remind us all that democracy only works when we all show up to do our part. So for now, every time you look at the sky and see the clouds or turn on the tap, every time a breath escapes your mouth or you stare in awe at the life you have, every time a challenge arises and there is sweat in your palms, trust your heart to remind you that yours is the power and yours is the responsibility to make this planet a place where everyone can thrive.